What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for NIO with the ticker symbol NIO. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the last time I looked at NIO was this week Monday, and you can see that since then price hasn't done much, which was kind of expected because we didn't see a strong reaction off to this mid $10 level. But we might be getting it now because it looks like we had a nice little rally today, just a small one, and even post-market prices increased more than during the market session. So this looks like we could be seeing higher price targets. Price is definitely overextended for the EMA, so a pullback is going to occur. So we could pull back to the 1150 level. That would fill in this gap right over here, and maybe we can reach that $12 level. That's where the EMA is. So those are the two targets that look high probability of reaching if we see continuation towards the upside. And then from there, we'll just have to analyze on what price wants to do. Earnings report is just around the corner. Looks like next week, Tuesday, before market open. So, that's probably when the bigger moves will occur. We're kind of just seeing some small moves from NIO for the past couple of days. So until that earnings report comes out, I think we might just see lower volatility, and then that earnings report might, increase volatility. So in the short term, it does look like, we found support at that mid $10 level. We're bouncing from it. There's a good chance we see a retracement up to the mid $11 level, maybe even the low 12s. It's really hard to say if we're going to go back up to the $13 level right now. I haven't seen any bullish momentum start. We just saw one green candle, so it's not strong enough to reach the $13 level as of right now, but it may get there in the future. So for NIO, since it came back inside of this yellow range that I believe is in play, we could, travel down all the way to the $7 level, depending on what price wants to do. So obviously, if we do something like this, we start seeing an uptrend form and we break outside of the range again, then obviously I'm not going to be looking for the $7 level because it doesn't look like price wants to go down. So it just depends on what price it wants to do at the end of the day. If we just see a small pullback, which is expected, then we'll probably see another leg down, something like that. So it just depends on what the pullback that we're going to see do. So if this pullback is really strong, then we might not see continuation towards the downside. If the pullback is kind of weak, then that would signal to me that the bulls are not strong enough to rally prices higher, and that tells me that the smart money is more on the bearish side. So that tells me that the big money, the smart money, whoever you want to say moves around the market is, stronger towards the downside. So that's why traders want to be with the stronger side. They don't want to be on the weaker side because then the profit target and the profit potential is much less. So obviously, if we see a small pullback, then there's opportunity for another large drop lower. But if we see a large pullback, then, price looks like it wants to go higher instead of lower. So right now, it's really hard to tell which one is going to occur for sure right now. I'm leaning more towards the downside, something like that. This can occur. This is, I've seen it multiple times occurring on the chart, so something like that can occur. But again, if we see a sharp rally higher, then that would just go out the window, and then we'd be looking for higher price targets. Right now, I'm looking for higher price targets either way, just in the short term, because price is overextended for the EMA, and we're finding support at the mid $10 level, and basically everything else in the market is pulling back, and it looks like NIO can do the same. It's not in a wrong place on the chart. It looks like it's finding support. So looking for higher price targets, at least in the short term. And then once more price action develops, I can give you guys a more certain or near certain answer on what I think can occur next. Either we're going to see another large leg down, or we're going to just see continuation towards the upside. So it just depends on what the market does. Basically, if the market makes a move, then you just watch it to make for another move. So basically, you just have to go off what the moves the market is making. So if it's making bullish moves, then it's leaning more towards that side. If the market is making bearish moves, it's signaling to me that it wants to drop down lower. So that's all I have for NIO on the daily chart. Just to summarize so far, there's a good chance we just see a pullback because everything else in the market is pulling back. On the weekly chart, we're finding EMA support at the EMA, like as before, the mid $10 level. So there's going to be some support here, and depending on the type of pullback we get, will tell me if we're going to go lower or not. But either way, NIO is kind of back inside this yellow range, which looks to be accurately drawn. Looks like what traders are respecting. So there's a good chance that, we might just continue trading sideways for the foreseeable future. We'll have to wait and see. That's all I have for NIO. I don't really see anything crazy as of right now. I think maybe we can start another leg up higher if we can break above the $13 level, the low $13 level, and hold it as support. Or if we do break it, then I don't want to see price, pull back a large amount. You want to see price, just continue rocketing up higher and then maybe pull back over here, something like that. But either way, that's a little bit too far to anticipate. At least in the short term, we're probably going to be seeing a bounce up for NIO. So that's all I have for NIO this week, Wednesday, and I'll give you guys an update on Monday. It looks like right before earnings will be due to be reported on Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.